Welcome back to Golf Xtra. If you've been a golf fan for a few years, you've probably heard the name Natalie Gulbis. She's well known throughout the golf world for her various media appearances, such as appearing in the Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue and even entering into the political world. However, her golf career hasn't quite turned out as planned. In fact, she only won one LPGA tournament. So, what happened to Natalie Gulbis? And why didn't she win at the level that her media attention suggested? Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more videos just like this one. Now let's get right into what really happened to Natalie Gulbis. To find out what happened in Natalie Gulbis' career, we have to go back to the very beginning. Gulbis was a golf star from a young age. If you take her word for it, she was breaking par by the time she was 10 years old, something most weekend warriors struggle to do ever. This might have even been true considering that she played her first LPGA tournament when she was only 14 years old. Gulbis continued her ascent by becoming the top golfer on her high school boys golf team. She even won on bigger stages, winning the 1997 California State Women's Amateur. Gulbis graduated from high school when she was only 16 and headed on to college at the University of Arizona on a golf scholarship. Despite being younger than nearly every player in the sport, Gulbis won 3 times in her freshman year and was an All-American. She also qualified for the U.S. Women's Open and even made the cut. All of this told Gulbis that she was ready for the pro game, and she left Arizona after only 1 year to pursue her dream. Natalie qualified for the LPGA Tour in her first attempt, and expectations were sky high to see what she could do next. She didn't disappoint, finishing second in Rookie of the Year points and keeping pace with the rest of the LPGA at only 18 years old. Gulbis continued to play well for her first couple of years on tour, often making cuts and keeping near the top of the leaderboard. She was even 6th on the LPGA money list in 2005 and had top 10 finishes in 3 of the 4 LPGA majors. However, she still had yet to win her first tournament, and she was drawing more attention for what she was doing off of the court than on it. There's no doubt that Gulbis is an attractive woman, and as it turns out, she knew this too and was ready to make some additional money off of it. Arguably, Gulbis' breakthrough onto the world golf scene came when she created a 2005 calendar showcasing her in various swimwear and golf poses and attempted to sell it at the 2004 U.S. Women's Open. The USGA banned the calendar to avoid controversy, prompting Gulbis to issue an iconic remark regarding her calendar photos. "I am not wet and there is nothing showing through my bathing suit. You can't argue with that." If anything, the calendar debacle seemed to boost Gulbis' image, and she began to do additional media and modeling work. She posed for the cover of the magazine FHM and later wrote a monthly advice column for the publication. She was also sponsored by several major brands, including Michelob Ultra, MasterCard, EA Sports, and more. Gulbis must have been pretty busy already, but she added another item to her full plate with the reality show which premiered on Golf Channel in 2005. This show lasted 2 seasons and attracted additional fans to Gulbis and her play on the LPGA Tour. Over time, though, Gulbis drew additional criticism as she still didn't have a professional tournament victory despite all of the media fanfare around her various other ventures, as well as a considerable amount of press about her appearance. In response, Gulbis said, "I don't think players should be ashamed for being attractive, for being athletic. Tiger Woods isn't ashamed for being in great shape. He's a great role model. He looks great on TV. He's a good-looking guy. He's proud of all that stuff. It's the combination of all that stuff that makes him such a marketing machine and a great player. But to be like Tiger Woods, you have to win." And Gulbis finally got her first win at the 2007 Avian Masters in a playoff. It was a huge moment for the now seasoned LPGA vet, but there was a dark cloud looming, foreshadowing the issues that would plague her throughout the rest of her career. Gulbis did acknowledge that she had to adjust her swing at the event following a back injury, but she ultimately felt that it could be a positive thing, saying, "I had to change my golf swing because of my injury. I was kind of thinking this might be a blessing in disguise." For now, the back injury was still just a nagging concern. Gulbis continued her media efforts off the course, appearing on the Celebrity Apprentice TV show in 2009. Perhaps in her most daring turn of all, though, Gulbis posed in only body paint for Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition in 2012. That's right, this time there was no bathing suit. Natalie's career wasn't all photo shoots and magazine covers, though. She played a full LPGA Tour schedule, and eventually the toll of her busy life caught up with her. She had gotten her first back surgery back in 2008 following the initial tweak at the Avian Masters. Instead of helping her, though, it only made things uncomfortable for Gulbis. She continued to try and play, and her results suffered alongside the issue. As Gulbis said, "I struggled with getting re-injured. I had to get cortisone shots. I was constantly in ice baths or getting physical therapy. I spent more time in physical therapy than practicing." The injuries weren't limited to the golf course either. Gulbis also struggled in her daily life, having trouble doing everyday things like driving or walking up a flight of stairs without back pain. She was contemplating leaving professional golf as a result, until she figured out that she could try to do the same surgery again. This time, it was successful. Her second surgery lifted her to some of Gulbis's best seasons of her career, including 3 top 10 finishes in 2012. However, it didn't last forever. A bunker shot gone awry in 2017 re-aggravated the back injury for a third time and prompted a third surgery to address the bulging discs. She thought about having spinal fusion surgery, but there was not a lot of precedent for this at the time. Tiger Woods later had the same surgery, prompting a positive outlook for Gulbis and her future. It's been really inspiring to watch his success, not just in how he's played, but how much he's played. His speed and how far he's hitting it, it's made me look at how much golf I could play. He's played events that have side hills and rough, and I wasn't sure if I could play those. He's been one of the best, greatest success stories in back injuries. Even still, her series of back injuries severely limited what she was able to do in terms of practicing and playing golf, causing Gulbis to have to work even harder to get back to the form that she wanted to have. She now says regarding her current play style, "There's a lot of things I can't do. I can't practice as much. I've never seen a range ball I didn't want to hit, but now I have to have different discipline. My workouts are different. I have to be smarter. Everything I do has to have a purpose." Gulbis never again won at the LPGA level after her back issues, eventually deciding to retire in 2020 with just the single career victory to her name. She had tried to hold out from retiring for as long as possible, but as it turned out, she was just too affected by her various injuries to continue to play at a high level. As Gulbis herself commented, "There are a lot of players who play for different reasons, but I actually love the game. I thought I could be a player that played 5 to 10 events and played really well, but I haven't been able to do that." Now that her golf career is over, Gulbis has continued to do additional marketing and media work, as well as venturing into the political world. Who knows where we'll see her next? So what happened to Natalie Gulbis? It might just be a case of someone who is exceptional at marketing themselves and getting their name out there, but not quite as good at their professional sport. That's no shade to Natalie. Being good at marketing yourself is arguably a more important skill. Still, it's safe to wonder if Gulbis could have continued to play at a high level had she not injured her back in her sole win. It's truly a case of what could have been. So, what do you think about the untold story of Natalie Gulbis? Do you think she could have won more tournaments if she had just focused on golf? Be sure to leave us a comment with what you think down below. Make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you can watch our latest content updates as soon as they drop. We'll catch you in the next one. Have a great day.